She was dying in his arms when she whispered, "Remove my mask, and you'll finally know who I really am." The battlefield burned. Flames chewed across shattered steel, smoke clawed at the sky, and the air stank of blood and ozone. Amid the wreckage, Commander Ryland staggered forward, ignoring the sting of shrapnel in his side. His rifle hung limp at his shoulder, forgotten. All that mattered was the figure crumpled against the wreck of a fallen mech. She was there. The masked assassin who had haunted him for years, the ghost of Vera. She lay broken, her black armor cracked and bleeding. The silver mask, expressionless, stared at the sky as if mocking death itself. Why are you here?" Ryland rasped, kneeling beside her. He pressed his hand to her wound, but crimson seeped through his fingers, warm and unstoppable. The ghost coughed, a bitter laugh escaping her lips. "Seems I'm running out of time." "Save your strength," Ryland muttered, frantic. "We'll get you to medics." Her hand shot up, surprisingly strong, gripping his wrist. He froze at the intensity in her touch. "No, Ryland." Her voice was weak but certain. "Listen to me." Her masked face turned toward him. "Remove my mask, and you'll finally know who I really am." The ghost of Vera. Ryland's pulse roared in his ears. For 5 years, she had been his enemy, his rival, his shadow. Entire campaigns unraveled because of her strikes. She had infiltrated bases, sabotaged fleets, assassinated generals. She wore her silver mask always, never captured, never revealed. Soldiers spoke of her as myth, a phantom who answered to no nation. And now she was dying in his arms, asking him to unmask her. His fingers hovered. "Why now?" Her body shuddered. "Because I can't leave this world with lies." Her voice cracked. "And because you deserve to know the truth." A tremor shot through him. He had to know. He needed to. Slowly, with trembling hands, he reached for the mask's edges. The reveal. The clasps released with a soft hiss. For a moment, time stopped. The mask slid free, and Ryland's world shattered. Beneath the mask was a face he knew better than his own. Lyra. His voice broke. His sister. The sister he had lost a decade ago. The girl who vanished during the fall of Saros, when Venar raiders tore through their colony. He had searched for her, grieved for her, buried her in memory. And here she was, alive, and dying in his arms as the ghost. Her lips curved in the faintest smile. "You finally know." Ryland's breath came ragged. How could you?" Her eyes, once bright with innocence, were hard now, haunted. "They took me," she whispered. "The Venar. I was just a child. They made me into this. A weapon. Their ghost." Ryland's hands trembled, stained red with her blood. "All these years, all the lives you—" "I know." Her voice cracked. "And I will never wash that blood away. But Ryland, I never forgot you. Not once." Tears blurred his vision. The sister he had mourned, the enemy he had hunted, they were the same. The weight of the past. The battlefield seemed to fade, its smoke and screams distant echoes. There was only her. "Why didn't you tell me?" he choked. Her eyes softened. "Would you have believed me? Or would you have put a bullet in my skull, like you swore to?" He flinched. He had sworn it. After every raid she led, after every soldier buried, he had promised to kill the ghost. Never knowing he had been chasing his own blood. "I tried," she whispered. "Once. Years ago. Do you remember the outpost on Draven Ridge?" Ryland blinked through tears. That mission, the ghost had cornered him, held a blade to his throat, and then vanished without striking. "That was me, Ryland. I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill you." His heart cracked all over again. The truth beneath the mask. Lyra coughed, blood flecking her lips. He pressed harder against her wound, desperate. Don't you dare leave me now. Not after this. Not after I found you again. Her hand touched his cheek, weak but tender. It's too late. My time is gone. No, his voice shook. No, I won't let it. We'll find medics, we'll. She shook her head faintly. Listen to me, brother. There's something more. The Venar, they're coming back. Stronger. What we fought here was only their vanguard. His stomach turned to ice. You have to be ready, she whispered. And you need what I've hidden. Coordinates, data, everything I stole from them. It's the only chance. Her voice faltered. Promise me, Rylan. Promise me you'll fight. I promise, he choked. Her eyes softened with relief. For a moment, the ghost of Vera was gone, and only Lyra remained, the sister who used to chase him through starlit fields, who laughed too loud, who dreamed too big. She smiled faintly. Then, I can finally rest. Her hand fell limp. Her chest stilled. Rylan's world went silent. Aftermath. He sat there for what felt like hours, cradling her body as the fires burned low around them. The mask lay in the dirt, its silver sheen cold and empty. At last, soldiers from his unit found him. They froze at the sight, their commander, holding the ghost's corpse like a child clutching a doll. One dared to speak. Sir, the ghost is dead. We've won. Rylan looked up slowly, his eyes hollow. No, he whispered. We've lost more than you'll ever understand. He carried her himself, ignoring the stares, ignoring the whispered questions. He buried her beneath the ashes of the battlefield, far from the hands that made her a weapon. And when the others asked who she was, he only said, Someone I failed to save. The ghost lives on. That night, alone in his quarters, he unlocked the data core hidden within her armor. Coordinates bloomed across the display, vast caches, networks, plans. Proof of the Venar's return. And among the files was a message, recorded in her voice. Rylan, if you're hearing this, it means I'm gone. But my fight isn't over. Now it's yours. Lead them. Protect them. And maybe, when the stars are safe, you'll forgive me. He pressed his forehead against the console, tears silent. I already forgave you, he whispered. The beginning of the end. Weeks later, when he stood before the High Command, he did not bring the mask. He brought the data, the warnings, the truth. He told them of the fleets massing beyond the rim, of the storm waiting to fall. Some scoffed. Some listened. But all felt the fire in his words. And when they asked how he knew, he simply said, Because the ghost of Vera told me. And she never lied. Epilogue. On quiet nights, Rylan still dreams. He dreams of holding her, of her final smile, of the whispered words that tore and healed him all at once. Remove my mask, and you'll finally know who I really am. He had removed it, and he would never forget. For beneath the mask, the ghost wasn't a myth. She was Lyra, his sister, his enemy, his blood. And through her death, she had given him the strength to fight for life. The war was far from over. But he would not face it alone. Because in every shadow, every whisper of the battlefield, he still heard her voice. And he carried it with him into the stars.